Hughes with Merritt Becker of Kinetic. Tell me again.
Crosspoint Kinetics.
Crosspoint Kinetics.
Based out of Indianapolis, yeah.
Right here in River City, Indianapolis.
Right.
So that's great. But this is a really exciting product. You and I were chatting for a minute, but I really want you to share with my associates in the country what you guys are up to. Tell me about this.
You got it, Joe. Thank you for the opportunity to talk to your readers and the entire Ford family.
Right.
I know you come from Northside Ford, and that's a wonderful group out there. So,
good people.
Great folks, and I know them from the Power Stroke days. So.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the Crosspoint Kinetics is a hybrid system, and it's a post-transmission hybrid system, and we call them a launch assistance. And what's unique about this system is that we've looked at all the early generation hybrids and said there's some real shortcomings, either through interfaces with the vehicle, how they deploy the power, how they simplify the installation, do they use batteries, et cetera, and said, there's got to be another way to do it. So we found a company in Fort Wayne, Indiana called Variable Torque Motors that had a unique design, and we brought it into Cummins Crosspoint and then formed Crosspoint Kinetics. So we are a division of Crosspoint Kinetics, which has an affiliation with Cummins.
I see.
And we said there's got to be a better way. So what we did, we created this hybrid that fits on a class 3, 4, all the way up to really a small 7, a vehicle designed for package and delivery, transit, shuttle, paratransit bus applications. Lots of starts and stops, lots of slow miles per hour routes.
Sure.
And it's really about generating electricity or taking the kinetic energy that's created by the vehicle by moving in motion and capturing that and turning it into electricity to push it back into the drivetrain.
Right. Wow.
So we put almost 400 foot-pounds of torque back right on the drive line, and that thus means the engine up front, which it could be a gas engine, a diesel engine, natural gas, squirrels, whatever rubber band you have up front, you're going to get some efficiency because you don't have to use that engine as much.
Right. Yeah.
So over the years of our testing, the last 3 years, we've gone nearly 9 million miles of vehicle testing with real customers, and we've seen results peaking above 30% miles per gallon savings, reductions of 20% plus in emissions, brake life of 1 to 2, 3 times the normal extension of maintenance.
Wow.
They're not atypical of all hybrid applications out there, but what's unique about us is we don't use batteries. We use ultracapacitors. Ultracapacitors are meant to give strong, loud, high bursts of energy, absorb very efficiently, recharge very efficiently, and push it back out. So we'll give you 16 to 32 seconds of boost, depending on how much energy you've stored in your capacitors, and it's going to be a constant horsepower over that range.
So it gets the vehicle rolling, which is where all that fuel gets burned.
And testing, and most of your readers know and constituents know that the vehicle's least efficient during that first, second, third gear.
Yeah.
Once they hit about third gear, they're very efficient, very effective.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're really focused in that range. Mm-hmm. The other thing that's unique about our product is not only that it uses capacitors, but we have a patented technology where we actually trade off speed for torque. From a 0 to 35 miles per hour range, we use a mechanical ball screw that's right on the engine, which we'll show you here in a sec, that says I'm going to decouple the magnetic field as the faster you go, and then automatically bring it back in when you slow down to regenerate electricity. So it's a motor generator that's uniquely designed that I think is going to be fairly revolutionary.
Yeah, it sounds like a game changer.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Yeah. And we're excited about it because we looked at also the return on investment and the flexibility that customers need.
Right.
You got fleets out there that churn their buses or their trucks 5, 6, 7 years. Some go out to 20. And some try to maximize some very customized bodies.
Right.
And they go, hey, I'm making this investment on a hybrid. My vehicle's going to wear out before it does. Can I transfer it from vehicle to vehicle? Absolutely. 5 points of integration. We don't touch any after treatment. We don't touch any engine control module. We don't really integrate to where you can't just drop the system out do a quick inspection, and put it back into the next vehicle.
So you can just detach and go to the next, So it's like the real quality bodies that are transferable for one or two vehicles.
In fact,
that's a real value.
Exactly.
Huge value, yeah.
And so when people ask about return on investment, they have to think, I always ask the question, is that over one platform or two or possibly even three?
Right.
And they go, well, nobody's ever asked whether I can transfer it.
Right. But once it's paid for, it's just free gas.
Free gas.
Free fuel efficiency. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
So let me show you a little bit on the technology. So this is the actual brains of the operation. This is the motor generator, and this is the system that deploys some patented designs. And really what it does is inside here is the magnets and the rotor and the stator. And we use a mechanical permanent magnet motor here in the system here, and use a ball screw. And we literally take the rotor away from the stator as you start to speed up. So the controller is constantly moving in and out this magnetic field and deploying more torque on the driveline to where you're going to get a constant 400 foot-pounds of torque up until the point you're either faster than 35 miles per hour or you've exhausted all the energy that's in your capacitor.
So then it's just running like it normally would have.
You have no parasitic load. You have no load on the back end. If you want to go up to 55 miles an hour, you're going to have zero drag that's coming from this magnetic system in here.
Wow, that's awesome.
So it's a pretty unique design. We're very proud of the inventor and the company that really brought it to fruition.
And you've tested it 9 million miles?
Yeah, we estimate, given over the 160 systems that we've had, between us and the other previous designer, that we estimate we're probably north of 9 million based on
that's great.
roadworthy. Now, we've seen all sorts of ranges of performance.
Sure.
Some are higher than 30 miles per gallon. We've seen some as 0, but it all really depends on the route and the driving style, which is typical of many hybrids, including the Ford hybrids on their past cars and everything else with it.
Right.
So the last thing I want to share with you, Joe, if you don't mind, is the distribution network which we're using is really geared towards the Ford family. Not only do we put them on 350, 450, 550 chassis, we can also do 650s and 750s. But it's ideal for a Ford dealer or even a Ford customer to be able to do their own installations and perform their own maintenance because we are modular. And so we've done all the design work and the bracketry work that we can be flexible based on where you want to put the motor on a wheelbase size vehicle or where you want to put the capacitor in the controller. So very exciting.
Terrific. That's terrific. I can see that. I can see that.
So tell the Ford family that the entire family that we look forward to working with them. And
that's great.
And tell
that's great. Well, we're looking for a progress report here in the coming months and year.
We'll come back to Indianapolis when it's not snowing.
We'll do it. You mean it doesn't always snow?
It doesn't always snow.
Cool. Good to hear that.
Perfect.
Thanks again.
Joe.